My name is CarLee, and I would like my Nana to speak on my behalf.
I'm Lisa Ennis. I'm Car's grandmother. Commissioners, thank you for the opportunity to speak before you today. My name is Lisa Ennis, and I reside at 501 Colmore Drive in Fuquay-Varina, and I live approximately 4 miles from the Southwest Parkland, commonly referred to as the Crooked Creek property. My granddaughter, CarLee, is here with me today. CarLee and her dad, who is my son, are residents of Holly Springs. CarLee attends Holly Grove Elementary School and is in the 2nd grade, and we are very blessed that she gets to attend one of the best schools in the state. 11 years ago, we made the decision to move from the rural Coates area of Harnett County to Wake County so that we could be closer to our places of employment in North Raleigh and West Raleigh. We had wanted to move all the way into Raleigh, but we quickly found that the home that we wanted, we could not afford within the Raleigh city limits, and so we ended up in Fuquay. My commute was reduced to 45 minutes one way, and the distance was half as much as it used to be, but it was still a long commute. After 8 years in Fuquay, we found ourselves needing to move my mother-in-law in with us due to health reasons, and our son was now a single dad with joint custody of his daughter. My husband, now retired from the state government as a DOT employee, we sold our townhome and built a new home closer to Holly Springs, but still in Fuquay, and we moved my husband's mother in with us. We learned about the park project and attended the Stroll in the Park event. Walking the property that day with CarLee, we experienced seeing one of the most beautiful parcels of land we have ever seen. Very emotional about this. To have a place like this so close to our home, a park where we could walk and ride bikes and feel safe, to fish in ponds with lush green meadows with the old established hardwoods surrounding them. I can't put into words what we felt that day and what this park means to us. From that day, CarLee remembers playing kickball with other kids, walking through the tunnel and drawing sidewalk art on the walkways, sitting by a pond that she could one day go fishing in, and listening to music like we did that day, or listening to the wind in the big trees. After the stroll, we explained to CarLee what had to happen next and why we couldn't just come back to the park anytime that we wanted. This was an amazing learning opportunity for her to learn about and be involved in the grassroots movement, to teach her about the community coming together and believing in something really big, to see our local government at work. What a great lesson in civics this was for her, for all of us. We made signs and we came to commissioners' meetings and we celebrated when the county moved forward with buying this property to make it a park. And now we waited for it to open so that we could begin enjoying it. And then January 7th happened. I actually only told CarLee about the vote to sell the park last week. I asked her what she would say to you about the decision to sell the park. And she said to me, she said, "You shouldn't sell this place because you just purchased this for a park and you never gave us a chance to enjoy it. This is a really fun place. You can't make it anything else because it's the only park like it. There isn't anywhere close for me to enjoy with my family and our new puppies." All of my life, I was taught and believed and taught my son and CarLee that if you work hard, are honest and kind, and do what is right and good, that you will get far in life, and that good things come to those who do good for others. I held this board up as an example of that to CarLee and explained to her how those who believed in this park had done all the right things, and the commissioners saw that and were going to let us have a park. That as commissioners with inputs from citizens, you decide how our county grows and how the taxpayers' money is spent. I asked you, how do you explain to her what happened on January 7th? Each of you have to answer to CarLee, to your own children, to all of our children. How could you undo this becoming a park? CarLee's 9 years old. She's an amazing young lady that's a great speller, and she does well in math and reading. She loves animals, and she, without a doubt, will be a great steward to our land. Kids have amazing memories. CarLee will know the commissioners who voted for this park and those who voted against it. She will be a voting citizen in the very near future of this county and state.
Ms. Ennis, if you could finish your thought, please.
Can I not have her time?
It's been blinking for about 2 minutes already.
Okay. Those of you who voted to sell our park have said that the money should have been spent elsewhere on education and affordable housing. Well, the park will educate our children, and I would argue that Fuquay-Varina, having the lowest annual income of all the towns in Wake County, that we already are Wake County's affordable housing. There's a motion tonight on the agenda that you are voting to allow the county manager to negotiate the disposition of this property, and you specifically note that this is not regarding the Southeast Wake Party. The Crooked Creek property already is more than the other property can ever be without the millions of dollars being spent on it. Giving this land to Fuquay is the very least that you can do for the residents of our area. And I would ask, are you willing to give us our town's population percentage of the Parks and Recreation bond to go along with it? Or will we as residents have to pay twice for your parks in your area of network along with the bonds, and then find out a way to pay for our park? Make no mistake, we will cherish this park either way and do everything within our power to see it through to being the park that it already is. CarLee and all of us will know that we did the right thing, and at the very least asked you to vote in favor of moving forward with transferring the property to town of Fuquay. But you can do the right thing. You can fix the wrong that you did. You can show CarLee what integrity is. I can ask you to restore the integrity of this board, to reverse your vote in favor to make the surplus property and sell it, and move forward and keep the park promise. Make the Crooked Creek Party the county park it should be for all of us to enjoy. CarLee and I thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.